25th, 2:21 p.m., District Court, courtroom number 9.
Now then, will the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, please take the stand?
This fucking bitch, where's Meekins at, bro?
Miss Lana Sky, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You all know that I've done these past 2 years.
Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Sky. And remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth.
Of course, the truth.
Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister, even in the electric chair.
Thanks.
Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Gant.
Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gant.
She's like, no, nigga, I'm the one.
I had no idea Lana was a Knight Rider.
Okay.
My bad, I was checking some, you know what I'm saying? Grab it in the fabrication.
I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this black barrel theory. I'm assuming I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found them niggas' bodies, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma.
Are you sure about this testimony?
No. But I'm confessing to a capital offense. So sure.
But Lana,
If this is true, then that means Chief Gant had nothing to do with this.
oh
This
my
nigga, bro.
god.
That's what I've been telling you niggas from the jump.
Please, Mr. Wright, you gotta help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me.
But what if she's telling the truth?
She's not. I know my own sister.
Bruh.
Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony.
Stiffly. Yeah, this is no time to start second guessing myself. Alright guys, that means the first thought we have, we gotta go for it.
It's cross-examination.
But press the heck out of everything.
How many years exactly? Ever since I made senior detective. Let's see, I was like 24 then, so that would be like 5 years.
Detective Gant and Detective Sky were legendary partners. I personally saw them testify in numerous cases.
She must have been good, coming from the same school as Mia. Damon Gant was a respectable detective, that's why.
There's no truth to this blackmail theory.
But think about it, Miss Sky. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail. Sup? You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip. I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife, and that's on Gizzle. And that's... Oh, okay.
I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself.
Did you do so to help your sister? Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life. But what she did was justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with anything. That's not the point. She was traumatized that day, all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him.
Lana.
So that's why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago?
When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene.
You say you did this all by yourself? Yeah.
Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at this crime scene?
It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor ward knife was stuck in the victim's body. What? The prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident. That's only a situation you dreamed was possible. Possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement.
You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Drake?
It's not like that.
If that's so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Joe Biden was carrying a switchblade knife.
What? Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. They don't got shit to do with that. It was probably like, a souvenir or something to gift shop. That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover it up for her lies with more lies.
All to protect me.
So, when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to.
Yes.
I broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, then moved the body.
You planted the tip of Dark's knife in it?
And then you
But why? Why would you do that?
You of all people should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders. And good, never mind. My head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of the others. Why'd you plant the knife? Nigga.
Yeah,
What do you
why
guys
did
think?
you plant the knife? That?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Why did you do that? Come on now, right? Even you should be able to figure it out. What answer?
very well. Let's add this to the witness testimony.
Okay.
The reason Miss Sky fabricated the knife.
I knew the tip of the weapon found burying his body would be all the proof we needed.
Russ.
Was that the right choice? According to your testimony, Prosecutor Marshall's broken knife was the murder weapon, right? Yes. And leaving it at that might point the blame away from Drake. I felt the most effective way to get him convicted, would be by having the tip of his knife found inside the victim's body.
So you buried it inside the victim's stab?
Yes. Because I hated Dark for what he did.
The only motivation was to get Guard convicted. That doesn't do with him though.
So you rearranged the crime scene. Are you sure you didn't do this to keep Emma from looking like the murderer? How many fucking... Nigga, how about... No! Period, poo. Are you so desperate to hide that fact? You're willing to risk the death sentence. That's tough.
She's lying. That's why I wouldn't be blamed for what happened.
In any case, as a prosecutor, what I've done is unpardonable. There's nothing I can do to make up for my actions. Now punish
Mr.
me.
Wright, my sister's lying.
It looks like she's determined to protect you to the end. She insists she fabricated the evidence by herself.
There's no way she could have done it alone.
I've got to get Lana to talk more. If she's lying, she's bound to slip up and make a contradiction. Do we ask the other question? Or what?
Can we do
we
it?
can't do that anymore. Fuck.
I don't know, unless we press the same thing again. Oh, wait.
Let me give it a shot and see if we're allowed to. You know what I'm saying? Bing, 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 bing. Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, 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 boom.
Alright, I'll give you the body, bro. So, when you shot him on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body? It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk. Okay.
But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there?
The reason for that is simple.
Let's have the witness explain more in detail. Reason why this guy moved the body.
I can't hear
The
you,
judge
Judge.
is just not here to.
The
Shut the
pieces.
fuck up.
Why do you keep moving so far away from your mic?
I'm not even moving far away from it.
Great. The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan.
Bruh.
Piece of the jar, you mean... Yes. The wretched jar Mr. Wright showed us earlier. In order to show that Dark committed the crime, but in order to show, it felt it would be more expedient to move the body.
So, when you first found the body, the jar was already...
Of course, it had been shattered to pieces. Oh, fuck it. If you looked at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. Neil Marshall was dead, and Dark was lying unconscious. In other words, the jar must have been broken during their struggle.
I see.
What's the matter, Emma?
Apparently the jar shattered at the time the crime was committed. But I have a feeling there is more than that.
There must be a contradiction here somewhere. Anyway, I committed this fabrication completely alone. Oh God. Alright. Sure.
Let me go back one. Go to present. Can we look at the jar again?
On a family found achieving safe, Emma is written on the surface in blood.
I mean, we know that Emma was written on it, so would that, I guess that would contradict when she said Emma had nothing to do with it, I remember. I don't know if that's what we're trying to do right now, right?
Yeah, that sounds about, and stuff. This damn jar, man, this jar holding every answer so far. Hold on.
Yes, sir. It's the Blue Badger. It's the murder weapon. It's the.
It's the thinker at this point.
Good thinking.
Yes, sir. It's the
Are we
thinker.
presenting this?
Yeah, we can give it a shot. Why not? For the
We
culture.
present it here.
We could lose an exclamation point here or two. We got 5. That's a little bit too comfortable. The viewers would be a little bit confused why we're doing so well this far in. Doesn't make sense.
I like being comfortable. Well, that's just me. Oh, I guess.
Oh my God, let's go, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. 15th. Alright, Miss Sky, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister.
You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered?
That truth would be exposed now. The past 2 years of your life will have been useless. Even so, I am compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony. A contradiction in my testimony? You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan." Yeah? You spit.
Do you have a problem with that?
It is a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood. Yeah, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments. Exactly so, chin to chest. And this is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, It must not yet have been broken before he died. Ah. Moan. He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar. Bitch.
Order!
You have
Order!
to call me that.
Your
I think
Honor,
about order so much.
Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. You may be missing something critical here.
Something critical?
Moist critical.
Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed.
What? What?
Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth.
Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony.
No, why not?
The jar and message in blood.
I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. This nigga. But it was dark in the room, and I didn't have any time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. But didn't get one of them.
You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood?
I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time. Alright.
She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar.
You get a damn. So the jar was already broken? It's a miracle that thing hadn't broken earlier.
It certainly looks as feeble as the defense's case.
But not as feeble as the judge's judgment.
Yep.
You were an ace detective who never missed a detail. Do you really expect us to believe you didn't investigate what was written on the jar pieces?
Normally I would have.
But it was
But it
dark
was
in the
dark.
room, and I
Oh,
didn't have
shit.
time to check it out.
So you didn't know your sister's name was written on the jar? Nah. If I had known, I would have gathered all the pieces and grounded them to dust. Oh God. Well, that helps my case.
Lana, you do that for me?
It seems you two might make up. Anyway, I just barely had enough time to move the body as it was. That shit confused the fuck out of me.
If someone happened upon the scene, you'd lose your chance to erase the evidence. You must have been in a hurry.
Yay. I knew I had to destroy the evidence before anyone came.
This is rather shocking.
To be safe, I wiped away the blood.
That is so. I'm afraid this action of yours reveals what really happened.
Blue?
What do you mean? Sorry, I got a message.
If you really thought Dark killed Prosecutor Marshall, right, you wouldn't have wiped away the blood. What else could I have done in that situation?
Lana.
I only had a few moments. Alright, there wasn't enough time for me to do anything else but gather up the pieces. But you moved. Okay.
The fragments are large, so I'm sure I got them all.
But how could you see with the power out? It should have been pitch black in that office. A detective always prepared, Mr. Wright. Yep. Even now, I always carry a Glock 9, the light, camera, my phone.
Even I carry my bottle of emergency luminol wherever I go.
You didn't ask.
I never miss. And you know that. You feel me?
All I could think about was... What?
I think we present the jar again where you said I think got all the pieces, because you obviously didn't. Because one of them was in Gant's shits, and it was the important one.
Mm-hmm.
we can save our time and just do that real fast, because, I'm just not going to talk shit until it's proven correct.
Face.
Yep.
Go
So
ahead.
present.
Go ahead.
Oh my god, I'm just so fucking handsome, hot, and smart. Miss Sky, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of. Bro, what you want, bro? We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe. In the Chief's safe? But how? What the I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it. Yep.
But the witness just testified
Oh.
that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off of them.
Yeah. This leaves us with only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you.
But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece?
No.
Right. I'm afraid that's bullshit. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective.
That very well may be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along. Can you believe that?
Whoa.
Have you
Doesn't
forgotten?
seem that old.
Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken.
Oh, that.
There's no way a name could have been written on the shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness.
I hope you're not implying this person was Chief Gant. At the time, he was looking for Dart downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first, why would he break the jar?
The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that? Or are you gonna shut the fuck up and listen?
No!
Why is
No, Judge, don't say it.
Wait, I'm not the one on trial here.
Judge.
Fuck you.
Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposely hid one of the broken pieces. Question: what is this action called?
Fabrication.
But why would Chief Gant do that?
I think
Like-
confused with the rapper.
In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear?
Oh wait, that was
What happened afterwards?
Discovering the scene, Lana Sky believed her sister killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create the evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma. And here's the reason. The reason why Miss Sky became the Chief's puppet.
I did on my own, bro. God.
Please, sis, stop trying to protect the chief. He's an asshole. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake.
Oh, no, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul shit to defend their clients. Foul lies? Imagine that coming from my own client. You hear this shit?
I guess you do seem like the type who likes to twist the truth.
Alright, bitch. Wait a minute. Fade to black time. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap?
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
I saw the camera pan to your face. I was kind of confused. Lana may be right after all.
What do you mean, Wright?
So you tell me foul lies, Mr. Wright? You tell me those?
Yeah. Miss Sky, please testify once more. But if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall
No.
might also be a lie. Ooh.
But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall.
Get the fuck up, Miss Sky, if you will. No.
There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth.
Alright then, bro. You got it, bro. I'll do it. About what I really saw.
All right. The witness may testify once more for the final time.
Baconator. The actual crime scene.
When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on the suit of armor sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what happened, I thought she did it. I thought it was her. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gann help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it really was a fabrication, Emma might be innocent.
Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armor's sword.
You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof.
Yeah, actually, I do have proof. Now that you bring it up, I forgot I have it right here in my pocket. Never mind, I gave it to Mr. Wright this morning. What? It's to me. It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. What? I thought it might have been, I don't remember you receiving a picture like that.
I must have known. See, Mr. Wright? She really does have faith in you.
No, I know.
Very well. Mr. Wright, please present this picture.
I don't remember getting any pictures from Lana.
Lana said she gave it to you this morning, right?
I seem to remember getting something from her then.
Let's check out the evidence in the court record. Must be a picture somewhere.
Go to the left.
We only received the book from her, what?
Yeah. Check it. Time for some deep sea investigation.
Oh, I guess we never did look inside.
Hey, there's a picture here. Damn. I think I said let me put this on a
Oh
grave.
my. This is the actual crime scene.
No other detectives saw the crime scene like these. That's because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I rearranged the scene. Was there a way we could have seen that before we got here?
No,
Okay.
the game doesn't let you.
Oh, Mr. Wright.
Just curious.
That piece cut out from his vest. Could that be?
The cloth we found inside the inside Gant's safe. What's these? It's
It's a handprint. A cloth. It had fingerprints on it. Whoever's fingerprints those are must be the real murderer.
Christ. What? But those fingerprints, they're yours, Emma.
Why are you turning purple, Mr. Wright?
William Afton?
Alright.
I'm sorry.
Phoenix Afton. Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flesh out the real murderer.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on this.
What?
Larry Butts, let's fucking go, bro. Fuck.
Let's
nigga.
go. Oh, come the fuck on, Udgy. This is the pooest excuse for a trial I've ever seen, man.
Chief Gant?
Man, what? What now? What? What? I'm
No.
sorry.
Can you read?
Slow.
What? Look, listen. I had a stroke. I'm
What?
sorry.
Pause.
What? Now you want to make me out as the bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense.
Did he push her out of the fucking what's it called?
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
He just like shoulder tackled her out. What?
You already declined testimony. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort.
Let's go.
You fell?
This must be the risk that the judge was talking about.
Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck.
Damn.
Oh, it's because he's brown, right? It's because he's brown.
Bro, look at
Ah, so what? You think I'm worried?
Huh?
Ellipses with an exclamation point after it.
Sorry to disappoint you with two PPs, but I don't need to make any statements.
What do
Why
you
are
mean?
here?
The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence.
Yes, that's true. Wait! You mean you still have some conclusive evidence?
You
Damn straight.
vile-
No, I don't. But somebody does.
Someone?
So then, what's your excuse, Righto? Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death? Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt?
Damn, this nigga knows.
Is this true, Mr.
The
Wright?
trap.
Now, I don't want to reopen closed wounds, but all I'm saying is that earlier, y'all were clowning me for thinking that that piece of cloth with Lana's
It
Emma's
wasn't a message!
Listen, again, okay. A message does not necessarily mean like when they be. It could have been a figure of speech. Anyways, I'm done with it. Next.
If I show her that piece of evidence now, Emma's sure to be made out as the murderer. I don't know what you're getting at there just now, Darren.
Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence, present it now. And if you try to conceal anything, you'll be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries.
What do I do now? I'd better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Pulls up Xbox controller. Should I present that piece of evidence? I don't know why. Oh,
I mean, we
you
have
like
to
me
show
lagging?
it,
Oh, here we go.
but I don't know what we show.
What if we refuse, right? Never mind, because he's gonna win. Alright, show evidence. Let's go.
No, do not show evidence.
Show evidence.
Darian?
That evidence would that's probably
Well,
evidence that he
what the fuck?
planted. That he
Well,
planted there on purpose to get Emma convicted. Why would we show
That's
that?
true and all, but what if we don't show it? We'll be put in contempt of court. So,
Don't worry, we can smooth
Okay,
talk out
well
of
then.
this.
Okay, yeah, we can show something else maybe.
yeah. Show something else then. So that would be show evidence then.
Yes, I know.
We do. Yes, Your Honor, I do have further evidence.
Alright, time's finally come to show them. Those prints have got to be the Chiefs.
Christ.
Now, let's see this
Ah.
conclusive evidence.
Poor Emma.
The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall.
Oh, we're supposed to show that? Okay.
That's a piece of leather clothing.
Yes, it is most likely was cuffed from the victim's vest near his chest.
What's this?
Bars.
There's a big handprint on it. Darian?
Gone.
Surely it must have been left on the cloth by whoever shoved the victim into the sword.
What? Whose fingerprints are on this?
I'm sure Righto has checked. Haven't you?
Well, whose are they?
Super ellipses. Duper ellipses. They're Miss Skies. Miss Emma Skies.
What? They're mine? So I really did murder him.
See, I told you it was conclusive.
You better fade out. But this was found in your safe. That means it's possible you forged it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, why not?
MMCHT.
I don't remember any cloth in my safe. Do you really expect me to believe that?
But
Give it up, Mr. Wright. It's over.
Oh, we lost. Let's go.
You shouldn't have presented that. By presenting that evidence, you tied Emma to Neil Marshall's death.
no, I'm not.
It appears we have our killer.
What was it gonna be? Oh,
Fuck.
game over? Actually?
All right.
Oh, damn. Let's go. Game over.
Everything hinged on that point. In the end, Lana was found guilty.
Let's go! We got a game over!
My mom is calling me. Show evidence or don't
up.
show anything. I thought if we didn't show it, y'all, it would be like, damn, I win, you lose, bye-bye. That's why I thought I had to show something to further conversation, but I didn't know what yet, which was why I wanted to press show evidence so we can look. But then, granted, we could have just looked at court record before we chose either of those two.
Hold on, let me see something. I'm thinking bullshit. Just to see what happens.
Let's show. Yeah, let's gotta be the Chiefs. Let's show.
Yeah, show
I mean,
the
I'm-
badger specifically.
Show the badge.
I don't want to. What's it called?
You know what, Darian? Just for you. Just so you can shut the fuck up.
You see, the
I'm
moment
trying
you
to
give it to
not-
Darian,
yeah.
that's when he wins.
You know which item to show, Mr. Wright. If you're not sure, then think through it again. Alright, yeah, that was my fault.
Oh yeah, no, would given us another chance.
I'm not taking this as a win or lose situation. I was just saying what I was thinking.
I think the same thing would have happened regardless of what you showed if you put show evidence.
What do you mean?
Like, it's clearly railroading you into a certain option to force you to do something.
Yeah, I mean, I probably shouldn't say it now after the fact we know everything, but I probably would have concluded if they took us all the way back there that we probably would have been like, yada, 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 but whatever. I don't know. We're not there anymore, so.
Would we have been able to go back if we didn't find anything?
I
Like, is
just
that a
demonstrated that. Yes.
Yeah. He wasn't looking.
I said that
but-
was my fault on that front.
possibility? Okay. Well, we got our answer. Let's go.
Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time, to be honest.
What? You liar!
You
Chief
did.
Gant?
You opened my safe. I know you took what was inside. Oh, this dude gonna
Oh, so
fumble
he's gonna reveal it.
the conclusive evidence.
No. I don't know what you're talking about, bitch ass nigga.
I'm retarded. Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? We found it
Oh my
together.
God.
Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it.
What are you talking about, Chief Gant? This puts a bad taste in my mouth. I don't want to record anymore.
It's gonna be okay, Sly.
I
Can't
fucked
you figure it out?
I just fucked everything up. Whatever. Go on.
Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area?
Judge.
It looks like part of it's been cut off for some reason.
You mean you had this in your safe?
What? That means you, the chief of police, concealing evidence? This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department.
Let's go. Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Righto. Well, I can't just let you pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened.
What? You mean you admit to it?
I want to shoot myself.
I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana.
So you really were manipulating her.
I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, then that when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid.
So you assisted Miss Sky.
Yeah, I gave her a reach around. I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room.
And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted.
When we arranged the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. I did this before Lana arrived at the scene.
2 pieces of evidence. You mean those items in your safe?
But why?
For insurance, of course.
Insurance.
I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for the murder of that girl committed, sorry. Had a
You
stroke.
mean you were calculating that far ahead? While forging the evidence?
Who do you take me for, fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. I had to get up through the ranks by corruption. See this jar fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off all the pieces.
But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar too?
Ho, ho, ho. Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept one more item for insurance.
You mean that piece of cloth?
Oh, come on, Righto. Cough it up already. I know you have it.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright?
So you admit to it then, Chief Gant? That you were hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's vest in your safe.
Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that, being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present.
Foolish move, Righto. You should have shown it when before it was too late.
Game over.
It's been a long battle. But the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine.
Oh, we're back here again.
Date.
We're not gonna show it. Well, actually, let's show evidence.
Oh my gosh. I don't know anymore.
Table's face.
If we can back out like we can before, then I feel like there's no harm.
I'm so fucking upset right now.
It's gonna be alright.
I hate screwing up like this, and it's the last case too. I want to kill myself.
It's gonna be chill.
It's not your fault.
I don't know what you screwed up, but
Cause I didn't.
Alright.
Whatever. Table's face.
Anyways,
we were all just
cannot
thinking super
show
fast.
evidence. Cannot show
Speaking of thinking super fast, how about this? They gave us this again. Let's show the cloth.
Oh my gosh, bro. Let's do it again.
What do you think, Faith?
Yeah, go ahead and do it again.
I didn't know she was gonna agree with me, but we can give it a shot.
What do you actually think?
No,
Tables?
I think
I
we should.
honestly don't
I have an
know, like,
idea. I'm having a proposition. All right, you safe stated, right?
Sure.
We already got our L. I mean, the viewers didn't hear that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna cut that out, right?
Yeah,
Why not?
they're gonna cut out the
Alright.
entire video.
I think. See, it wouldn't take us to this circle again to just. Keep
I don't know.
saying
This
no.
game been tricking me back and forth. I wouldn't be
He
surprised.
said what
if
he
they do
said.
this again.
I think we can show it now. If I lost, I'll take the L. I'll change my profile picture to
El Taboos.
Pokemon's badge or something. All right.
Really?
Wait, Darian, what did you say you wanted to do?
I was saying we cannot show evidence again.
Oh. Faith, you're. I mean, well, there's
Well,
there's this.
Uh,
I mean, there's discourse either way, Darian. I mean, y'all can discuss it more since no.
I
there's-
don't know what to do, bro. I'm honestly. I
How
don't
about
know.
we show evidence and just look at what we got? Because maybe there's something else we can present. Right.
We're gonna look at the court record, or I guess that doesn't do anything because we want response. So
Yeah, let's look at the court record then.
Yeah, I was about
You
to
don't
say,
have to
why
show
the
evidence.
fuck would you show evidence and not just look at the court record?
Yeah, that's where I fucked up the first time. All right.
there's like nothing else we can show. Well,
See, he says as long as I don't mess up here. You're gonna mess up saying I didn't do it again?
Did y'all want to look at anything or?
Go to the left.
Down by the Swanee River.
What that little book say, the blue one? This guy explains the two rules of evidence law. Check it. Evidence shall be shown. That's evidence.
What if we present this?
That would be rad, wouldn't it?
I don't think that would do anything, but do it anyway.
No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
I mean, that wouldn't disprove the other shit we have.
I'm just saying, we got this book for the rules of submitting evidence, and we haven't used it yet.
And technically, we used it to get the picture, but okay.
Yeah, but that was just for the picture.
My brain hurts, bro.
We never
Well,
presented it.
to me, how that last conversation just went, I think we finally show the clause now.
I think
I have
we
a-
got 5 lives. We should present the book.
Christ
As long-
Almighty.
See, this is not my.
We present the cloth, you said? No, I'm just
Well,
kidding.
we gotta go back and press show if we're gonna do that, though. What do y'all think? I don't want to be the ringleader here.
Listen, we got our game over. I don't care anymore. I'm
Okay,
I
let's show the
honestly,
clause then.
I am stumped, more stumped than ever. I'm the police car.
I think we should show the book. Maybe.
I should probably mute until this motherfucker.
What happened to the game?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Oh,
Okay,
We
the car's
back.
gone.
And we back, and we and the card. Oh my god, it's like God was like, hold
All
on.
right. What do you guys think?
I have
Honestly.
no
I
idea.
just told you what I
He
think.
said present the
I
cloth.
think the way they just led us to this after just now saying don't show any, and now he's saying as long as I don't mess up, I think we show it now.
All right, Faith, you're the tiebreaker. What should we
Go-
show the cloth or not?
Uh,
I think
I'm
we
not
do,
doing
should not show the
tiebreak.
cloth.
I'm not doing tiebreakers anymore. It has to be unanimous.
Oh,
We will stay here. This will be 5 parts if it has to.
I do not think we should show the cloth.
I think we do, bro. I don't know, bro. I think we do.
I hate this part.
Cause like,
Even if
like-
even
like
if we
he's
were
willing-
to do tiebreakers, well, never mind. Go ahead.
What do you think
he's
he's
willing
going
to
do?
show like, he's willing to like admit that
The cloth was already brought to the court's attention now, right? Like, to the court's attention, not like secretly, oh, come on, Phoenix, show it. Nah, he actually just said this shit now, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, fine. Let's show the cloth.
Cloth it is.
Because I think Tables might actually be onto something.
Your mom? I think I have evidence.
I think I'm gonna shit
Alright
myself.
then, let's see this conclusive evidence.
If I'm incorrect,
The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall.
I'm a post
You said
something
you were gonna become
cancelable on
Pokemon,
Twitter.
right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna hold you to that.
You're gonna
Present-
become
Oh,
Pokemon.
My
Alright,
fingers were
Sam.
crossed. My fingers were crossed. My fingers were crossed.
Don't think I didn't forget about that Pokemon stuff.
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the.
I guess you didn't say that the first time. Yeah.
Oh yes. At last, you finally brought it out to the open.
There's a handprint on this piece of cloth.
Your Honor, the prosecution requested this be immediately be sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather. There must be a strong impact for it to be left so clearly.
You mean?
It could not have been forged. It must be authentic, conclusive evidence.
Cock dick ball, we failed.
Oh ho ho. You're as slow on the uptake as ever, Worthy.
What?
Think about it. Wright had all this time to present this evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be?
You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that?
Yes, you're right. You really know?
It's weird.
Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they?
Nigga, mine. I'll tell you. Fade to black. Oh, never mind. We won, nigga. This is going stupid. It should be okay now. Everyone's proceeding as predicted. Yep,
Oh, but
yep.
then
I
there's-
claimed this one.
Sure. Are we gonna show
Bruce
Raymond Leander?
Goodman. Let's fucking go, nigga. Oh my fucking. No, we're going with Emma. No need to lie to the court. It was going stupid time. Go ahead, head on to juvie with Whoa Vicky and who's in jail right now?
Whoa, Vicky's in jail?
I don't think so.
Emma? Emma Sky?
What? They're mine?
Yes. Cry later. I got shit to do.
Cry about it.
That was me saying that, yes.
Bro, okay.
Well, why?
It's fucking Matt.
Why didn't you just tell me?
Well,
I didn't want you to kill me.
I didn't want you to. Hey!
Ooh.
You're really something,
That was the
Righto.
dumbest sound to come out again.
You're really something, Righto. You knew this girl did it all along.
I don't know about all that.
And you still tried to pin the murder on me.
So it's true. Tragic, but true.
Yeah, my dick.
This girl really did shove Marshall to his death.
How could you you monster?
Miss Sky!
You knew those fingerprints were there. Oh, yes. You acted like she really didn't? Miss Sky, shut the fuck up. What? I said this trial isn't over yet.
I just switched places with Miss Sky very fastly. I'm also not afraid it's over, or I'm afraid it is over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career too.
Ellipses.
You purposefully concealed conclusive evidence.
Did I?
That, my friend, is a serious offense.
Like he said he did.
Nigga like me silent. Are we charging?
I'm looking forward to pressing charges after this defendant is convicted. And I'll have your badge, boy. We're gonna have to present.
There
You
is.
get disconnected.
Oh my god.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels to have my BBC? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer and have her sent to the electric chair and have her killed and beaten up in jail and...
Yeah, well, before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up, if you don't mind.
Oh, and what's that?
Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall?
What?
Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is.
Oh,
It
sorry.
was in the sky, wasn't it?
Judge, the fuck up. No, that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction.
That's what I was hoping would happen the first time.
What? A contradiction? What is this fool babbling about?
I'm talking about a contradiction, one that proves who the real killer is.
Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth. What could it possibly contradict?
Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. Or
Tyrannical.
tyrannical, excuse me.
Contradicts
Piece
the
of
law.
Oh shit.
I didn't really expect. I definitely wasn't thinking this far.
To the left.
Everything you own in a box to the left.
Okay, oh shit.
Picture.
What?
That
Oh,
picture.
you know
The
what?
picture.
You're right, bro. Let's look at it.
Black and white picture.
Oh my gosh.
There's...
That's not Da Vinci. Exactly. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Present. Preach. Yes, sis.
And what exactly is this supposed to be?
This is the picture Miss Sky took. Take a good look at it. Take a good look at it. If you please. See where the piece of this vest was cut out?
Well,
Yes, his shirt is showing underneath. It's hard to make out with all the blood on his vest, though.
Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs, no doubt, were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth.
But that piece of cloth.
Has no
Yep.
blood on it.
Old man thinking.
Wait, there's no blood on it.
Since Emma Sky's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword.
No, this is nonsense. This is madness.
Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something, real quick. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside.
he most likely hit his head on the ground when he was knocked out.
If so, then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Sky, picked up the unconscious prosecutor, and impaled him on the armor's sword?
Then to make it look like Emma was
Fart.
responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on a jar with the victim's blood. Then he broke the jar on purpose to leave behind a clue and make Lana believe her sister did it.
Remember what you admitted only moments ago? That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's vest? Ironic, isn't it? It got me laughing like a bitch. No, the very act of creating insurance. You prove that you were the actual murderer.
Rip bozo, rip bozo.
I'm proud of us.
My brain hurts. Right? Who did
God,
that?
Larry, please.
Him. Was he crying?
Sweating.
Oh, that was close, Rhino. You almost had me.
I know it wasn't that me.
Sorry, but
Actually,
you
I
have to
lied.
do better
I
than
did
that.
think it was.
I refute your allegations.
Yo, panic talk battle? I mean, what do you mean?
What do
Refute
you
his
mean?
allegations.
Let's say, hypothetically, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence.
Oh, now you want to pull that out. Oh, wait. Never mind. That's what we're throwing the book.
Order!
Yes,
What
sir.
nonsense is this?
Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, Udgy? Earlier, old Righto here concealed that piece of cloth.
So then, what's your excuse, Rhino? You have any dick? Your Honor,
Your Honor, I lost
I
it.
have cock.
My penis is missing.
Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence.
At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence.
But that's not fair.
You actually think you can best me in court?
This is in.
You I mean... It looks like the last laugh's on you, son.
I'm afraid Mr. Gant's claim is legally correct. Thank God.
America's so
Well,
trash.
Mr. Edgeworth?
true, illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Fade to black. It seems at last.
Tables, you know what to do.
I don't.
The time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived.
Imagine you're arguing with someone and the background just turns black.
It just zooms in on their face.
I'd start running.
Like, oh no, I'm
Equivalent to,
about to
like-
be wrong.
Equivalent to be like, yo, that nigga's saving.
Mr. Wright, do you admit to it? That you purposely and illegally concealed this piece of cloth?
Oh, not a yes or no answer.
I did not. I did not.
Wait, that you purposely and illegally consider? Yeah, nigga, no.
No, I guess.
Certainly. I refuse to present evidence at one point.
So the evidence is illegal.
Nah, but you are a bitch. Now shut up and allow me to speak. Mr. Gant.
Why not?
It's not that I didn't present evidence then. It's that I couldn't.
Alright, grammar Nazi.
What do you
Oh,
mean
yes,
couldn't?
Kirby.
I don't want to hear that from you, Faith. What do you mean you couldn't?
There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence.
Darian,
No, Udgy. Don't listen to his lies.
He's a creeper.
He's nothing but a coward. You can't trust.
there is only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not?
Very well. Let us settle this once and for all. Earlier,
What?
you refused to present evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so now.
A wise man once said, "Damn, they drag this on long as a bitch." All right, let me just start. Yeah, let's go with that.
That wise man is has a name. Tables.
Blue Wise Man?
Imagine this nigga not accepting being called a wise man. All right, bitch ass nigga.
Wait, what?
This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law.
Oh.
I've done my homework too, Chief. Even though I just got this literally this morning. Indeed,
No,
Emma
I-
Sky's
I
fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However,
Course lasted a day.
at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more. This couldn't be like a more lit court ever. You see, it's written right here in this book, the second rule of evidence law.
Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
Found this piece of evidence myself inside your safe. Goes without saying, I did not have approval from the police department.
Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case and trial.
And here's the crux of the matter. You see, at the time it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I take my shirt off and now the holes stop breathing.
You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and...
Yeah. Anyways, I would like to have you recall, when was that picture presented?
That was shown only a couple of moments ago.
No.
He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless.
The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant.
You yourself confessed to a certain truth. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally... Oh yes.
I did jerk off.
It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth.
Damn, they got him.
The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest was the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer, and there's only one person who that could be. Damon Gant. The killer was you.
Whip bozo, whip bozo, whip bozo.
That was genuinely scary. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, out of all the times.
Okay.
I knew I should have gotten rid of him.
I should have gotten rid of this series. I'm never recording Ace Attorney ever again.
Let's go.
Honestly.
That good for nothing scum.
Yeah.
For 2 years, he's been snooping around the department trying to get something on me. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me.
Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty.
Well, he wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Starr, then convinced Bruce Goodman.
Detective Goodman.
Yep, that's right.
If the evidence is transfer, I'll lose my only chance to find the truth. Please, you've got to help me.
Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit.
He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence.
Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then all of a sudden, he had to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman?
Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered.
He told me to open up the evidence room and take it out.
It's not too late. I'll hand this to Marshall.
Well, to be honest, I was a little panicked too. I had a bad feeling about it, but never knew it would come to this. That's when I saw it. That accursed knife. I couldn't just pull it out.
You would only increase the amount of blood you couldn't finish, and you couldn't finish what you started.
Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I was wiping it up. I was worrying so much about the floor I didn't realize my mistake.
Detective Gumshoe's bloody handprint.
I used to be known as the crime computer. But everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it.
Then you put the body in my car.
I'm sorry, we couldn't think of another way to move the body. We broke the trunk, but what's the big deal? You pulled down a lot more than us detectives.
Uh,
What does that have to do with anything? You're horrible. How did you get Miss Sky involved in all of this?
Well, she had just as much to lose as I did if the truth came out.
So you took the evidence from Detective Gumshoe's locker.
Woodman?
I feel bad for having to do it. I couldn't sit around and pick and choose what to take.
Well, you left the jar fragment in gloves.
Yep. Looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. They all did their best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them. They do their jobs well, much to my dismay.
Bars. Fake evidence doesn't hold very well. That doesn't hold up very well in close I've never. You must have known that.
Tell me, Worthy. What are you doing in court?
Me?
You despise criminals. I can feel it, you and me. We're the same. One day you'll understand. If you want to take them on alone, you'll figure out what's needed.
Racial slurs.
Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye.
This is not a
Oh,
sword.
Udgy. Looks like we'll have to cancel that booty call. Sorry, my gay best friend.
I'm sorry too, Damon Gant. I knew you, as you used to be, long ago. You were once a fine investigator, and an example to others on the force. And I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person.
Those days are gone, Udgy. Thanks for all the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
No, I
Shit,
won't.
I'm getting put to death. Fuck.
No, you. Oh, shit.
Now you have Wright over here. And Worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. You see, if I listen carefully, I can hear it right now. The sound of a new beginning. Dang, this dude really...
Get this. There are two things I want you to understand. Yes. First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Guy? You no longer have any reason to keep silent. You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years. The time I had Gant help me forge evidence up until today.
So, seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered.
I'm sorry, Shad. Couldn't get you out of all that trouble. Out of all your. Yep. My. What high standards do you have for a rookie? Bro,
Damn, so insulting us.
I can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows? A few years from now, you just might make it to the top. Bye, bitch. Oh,
She
shit, never mind.
smiled?
Thanks.
Oh, brother.
Mr. Wright,
Emotions.
Miss Sky. You want to go to Fridays or something? And to you, too, Mr. Edgeworth. You suffered every bit.
Ariana?
You suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. Believe me, I know. I know how
dang,
much.
that's the
of
feds
an
in the
organization-
background.
They
Yeah,
would
they
get
after. They didn't get right now. I know how much of an ordeal has been for you and shit. You know, what I'm saying.
It was nothing.
Liar. I was worried the pressure you might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. We're doing well, Mr. Edgeworth.
Stop it. I only did my job.
In light of this case, it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us.
Starting with me.
This guy,
Was good.
you are innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is you still acted as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date.
Yeah, bruh.
Is there something amusing about all this? Why the fuck are you smiling?
I'm going to jail. It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of these heavy chains. Fade to white.
And then she
Fade to
just
black.
dies in a
Back
sense.
to what the fuck was that?
Well, this bullshit's gone on far too long already. Regarding
Transition forward.
the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant Lana Sky not
Let's go.
guilty.
Yeah, game over, yeah.
I'm proud of us. Kind of.
That is all. Court is adjourned.
Leave my
I better see
establishment.
like 20 extra K in my bank account, Miss Lana Sky, for this bullshit.
And a dude at that.
I want to get thrown out a window.
At long last, ASAP. It's finally over.
Rocky.
It's a great album, by the way.
And we did
Emma?
it without Mia and Maya's help. Let's go.
Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook. But at least she wasn't convicted for like a murder she didn't commit. That would suck.
No, that's not it. Just now after the trial ended.
I can see why Mia Fey thought so highly of you. I owe you my EP, Mr. Wright.
Not the pee.
And you
I
too,
get a
Mr.
glass?
Edgeworth. You suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. With my kidney stones and all. You've done well.
Damn.
Here,
Finna go stupid.
have a pebble.
You know, I did my best too. But Lana didn't say a single word to me. She just kind of ignored me. Some true. Gum. Drink?
D-boy.
Oh, hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Oh my gosh.
Oopsies. Oopsies.
Oh, yes I am. I'll come back later.
Nigga, bro. The Thunder Gumshoe, what is it?
I'll be angry for running.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people have how many times? I mean,
What's this nigga? What's this nigga's issue?
hey, lighten up, pals. I'm only kidding.
Are here because of my sister again?
Nope, not this time. I came today because of you, pal.
Me?
Yep, that's right. I thought you'd like to see someone.
Lana.
Nah, my hologram like on some Tupac shit. Oh shit, should you be doing this? I thought that was fucking this nigga that said that. She's still under arrest, you know.
Well, I won't tell if you won't.
And he fired me. Don't matter.
Emma, I owe you an apology.
It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it.
That day, 2 years ago. First time a nigga like me panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming and all that. All I could think about was keep you from getting wrapped up in that mess.
Sis.
I asked Gan to help me cover up the truth.
The truth.
I thought I was doing it for your sake. But now, I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. The only way I could make it through the hood. Oh shit. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself. But I couldn't go out here and have this fucking virus. It's some bullshit. I was scared. Scared that you look at me with those beady ass eyes. I'm really about to roast you, boy. Quit fucking. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew.
But sis, you were only doing it for me.
I feel so unbelievably. No.
Huh?
I turned my back on you that day. Hiding what I believe to be the truth. I was deceiving you.
Sis.
I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. My bad, bro.
But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now.
You're happy?
Of course. You know, sis?
What?
Always knew that
The music
one day you'd
changed.
come back.
What happened?
And now you have.
Man, nigga like me smiling ear to ear. Oh shit, I know you were gonna. Aww. Did they what?
And then they made out. What?
What's good with you, Faith?
Yo, she said it again. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. How must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find the way back to our path. And once we found our path, we can move on from our past mistakes toward a brighter future.
I thought that you
Phoenix really think he hard saying that shit.
It was like
I mean, it's kind of hard.
Tired, I mean, he felt a little too cool, I can tell from the tone of my voice. At least that's what I felt looking at those two sisters make up. Mr. Wright? Mr. Gumshoe?
Gumshoe.
Me.
Good looks, bruh, for all you done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Ain't that right, Edgeworth? Edgeworth. Stop hiding and come over here. Come
Hiding
to
in the
mama.
corner.
The
Hiding
angry
in
ass
the
lizard.
corner
Look at
with
him.
us.
Blue quick, motherfucker.
Where was he hiding?
I have a pocket
In
dimension,
here.
right? I just came to say, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Worked so hard, I forgot who to vacation. Shoutouts to what's his name, who doesn't take vacations, Ron Carmen.
Good looks. Ooh, I'm writing that down. Darren. I'm sorry.
Thank you, goated, Mr. Edward.
I
Goat,
killed
goat,
myself.
goat.
I write
Out
Bon
of here.
Karma in the bar.
Right, well, I'll be going now.
Damn, he really ran.
Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened.
Too bad, I already did. Fuck you.
Alright.
We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you.
Yeah, you were just in the middle.
It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realized today that I can't change my own mistakes.
Goat, Mr. Edgeworth.
Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right.
We are the same.
You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're like brothers, only closer. One day you'll understand, if you want to take me on alone.
Love when Dylan says we're just like the same person. Like, no, we're not.
I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime alone, one needs a weapon. It's scary, but I've been thinking the same thing for quite some time now.
But Edgeworth,
Who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue as a prosecutor.
Hey, you want to be a defense attorney anyway.
Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma,
Manfred.
were both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake.
Forging evidence.
You said in order to fight crime alone, one needs a weapon. That may be right. But think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. We were working together with Mr. Wright. And because of that partnership, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Yeah. What is it, a pop quiz? What are you talking to me for?
Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's show him what Lana's talking about.
Nigga. Evidence that either Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find out on our own?
The badge? I'm just kidding.
Don't fuck up.
I'm curious, do you guys have an idea of what it is?
It is the badge, but give me a second because I gotta clean this off.
Wait, what was it? Again? What's going on?
Evidence that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own.
Alright.
Evidence that what?
Neither
Look at the-
Edgeworth nor I would able
It's
to
right there,
find
fuck.
on our own.
I know that. I'm trying to, like, what's the context to this? I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Once again.
Okay.
All jokes aside. Basically, Lana's trying to make a point that if it weren't for Edgeworth and Phoenix working together, they never would have solved this case. And Lana is urging Phoenix to show evidence, or show a piece of evidence that shows that they only had this because they worked together.
It's the badge.
No, I know what it is.
Badger.
It's the thing with all the numbers, the 777. I'm having a stroke, whatever that was.
That is incorrect.
I don't think it's that.
Just pick the right answer, Sly.
Fine, whatever. No one was paying attention.
No.
That's what
We're
I
supposed
just
to
said.
find it by ourselves.
The evidence list.
I'm
You
there
said
for the
that.
conversation.
You said this thing. You said this thing with 777 on it.
Well,
That's
what
not
I
the
meant.
Yeah, that's not what that is.
Not? I thought the evidence list had all. Well, whatever I was saying, I thought it had the picture.
Anyways.
Oh, well, no, that's not it. That wasn't it. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. I was trying to say this.
No, I was just now cleaning my ears. Just
I
figured
forgot what it
out.
was called, so.
You guys are the greatest.
I had a Q-tip.
I think
Faith.
our combined efforts make us stronger.
Yeah, that's cool. Shut the fuck up.
That's the picture I drew.
Our counterattack began with these. You had one half of the evidence list, and I had the other. Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore him his picture. That's gay pride at its finest. Hold on, I forgot to turn off the. Ah, fuck! That didn't just happen by chance, Edgeworth.
It's time for me to go.
Just runs.
Alright.
God.
If you'll excuse me, there's still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor.
I
You
remember
ever notice that like everyone looks different in these angles except for like Lana and Gumshoe. I just find that funny. Anyways, Edgeworth, what will you do now? Well, whatever you do, just remember,
You owe me money.
what happened in this trial can either make or break you as a prosecutor. In the end, it's up to you.
I know. It seems I owe you my thanks too, right?
Yeah, give me money.
But what I face now is my problem.
Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court.
Farewell.
What a cool fellow, man. I better be getting back to
Okay.
federal
come to see
prison. It seems we both still have a lot to learn.
I'm 16.
This is a little something for you.
Scientific investigation?
Why did you say that?
Look, it is. It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well.
I will. Thanks, sis. I will.
The hell?
I'm gonna study and I'm gonna
You went to the book fair and acted up.
I'm about to act up at the school, bro.
And so, another case came to a close.
I'm not gonna fail that class, no sir.
As for the sisters, I have faith. I still haven't finished my homework.
Same,
Faith
honestly.
that their lives have only just begun.
Especially the
Well, nigga, I hope so. They're 22 and fucking.
16.
And as for me, I think it's time I started a new journey of my own.
Oh, but.
A journey to rediscover myself. This is the new. Never mind. I'm stupid and not smart and black.
He's like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
Come
Well,
shoot.
don't go jerking off just yet, pal.
Huh? What is it, detective?
Just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this.
But.
That's nigga. Yeah, I thought you said it was okay.
Yeah, well, it may be okay with me, but with the folks at the prison are a different story.
Huh?
Basically, we're about to get lynched, bruh. We gotta run.
Does he work with us now, or what's going on? He's still fired?
Believe me, that bribe wasn't cheap either.
Huh?
Way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side.
Oh, that's like the name of the B-Stars opening. Yeah, well, haha, you see, Mr. Wright here is the one who will be footing the bill. Bro.
What?
What, you think I could afford that with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal.
What?
Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best.
Nigga. Why is it? I suddenly feel like I want to scream.
Well, since we're all here, why don't we all go together?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys. Let's go.
The heck?
Tiny
That's a
objection.
new option.
Record the objection. Record the objection. Record the
Objection.
We can say it?
Oh, are we staying together? Oh.
Okay.
All right.
3,
1,
2,
2,
1.
3. Yeah. I like how.
Oh, you didn't even actually go.
The heck?
That was a microphone feature.
I arranged it for a friend. Oh, motherfucker, she's a counter. I think Emma
Oh, yeah,
will be
make sure you
pleased.
get extra comfort.
As for me,
Yes,
this
sir.
affair has pretty much ended my days as the prosecutor's office. Still, I managed to find my way back to the field somehow. Then, I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma.
Yes, sir, detective.
Now to go mine some rocks.
Yeah, I love Minecraft. That's my favorite game on the computer. You like Minecraft? You can do a lot of scientific
So,
investigation
shit
on
sucks.
Minecraft.
All right, so closing thoughts, everybody.
Hold
I
on.
don't.
Oh, not
Yikes!
yet.
I thought I was a goner for a moment there. In the end, though, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation of the chief's office. If we penalized you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you.
Damn.
Yep, that's what they said. It just goes to show you can't shake me off that easily.
He's only getting $1 per paycheck now, though.
Yeah, he's getting paid minimum wage as a cop.
He's in squalor at the moment.
He's definitely asking Biden for the stint.
You good?
He's playing Minecraft.
Tables is mining.
Ah, got it.
Oh, is that
Oh shit! My new mission is to guard the main entrance and take care of it. Oh my god, I hear myself. Hold on a second. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to a security guard. My
Let's go,
partner's
demoted,
keeping an
let's
eye on the
go.
entrance for me today. Oh, show them no. Someday I'm gonna make the app. Nick.
Right, he looked like he was being hanged in that picture.
Just stops yelling just to say dick. Yes, sir. Ugh.
Oh shit, back to it.
Hey, if you find any diamond, can you
Alright.
put them in my chest?
I got you, bro.
Mine diamond. Oh, is it gonna start dancing? Yes, sir! We never presented that badger.
Yes, we did.
I guess I don't remember this one.
It's the night. It's a nightmare, and it's not a badger. That looks like fresh out of nights.
Shut up, it's a badger.
It is not a badger. Where are its ears? That's what it gets. That's what it gets. Good, good. I wanted to just. As a matter of fact,
Damn.
that's me smashing the blue badger.
Oh, so it is a badger. Got it.
Yep.
Bitch ass nigga.
The blue badger. That's its name, is it
Oh,
not?
is that dude in jail?
What is it? Can't you see I'm having a showdown with a steak lunch partner? Miss Stott managed to sneak this in on me. She's seeing one of the guards, it seems.
Bruh.
Well, cowboy, looks like you did it. You even gave Bambina back her smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water?
He really
What the hell is he
said,
talking about?
Kind of like that.
you know, with one of the guards back here.
Also, he's talking about somehow having a steak dinner while shaving hair follicles on it.
Oh, speaking of Angel Star.
Looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. ¿Quieres? As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu, the Right Way Lunch. A top player suggest. I quit. Kids seem to dig Lil Nas X music. Just make sure not to eat it backwards.
Nice. Back to mining.
You will literally die if you eat it backwards. Like,
My God. Oh, the judge.
I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see, what was his name again? Mr. Left?
This
Anyway,
nigga's so-
he said he's been doing something for how many years? Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get to, so I better be. Oh no, I forgot my gavel. Sorry, gotta go.
Damn.
Ooh, that's what the throne
that's
looking
the
like.
first time we've seen the judge fade out.
You're really committed to this bit.
You meant to what? I'm just mining, bro.
Meant to Minecraft.
Yeah, both of you to assume that he's not actually in a cave right now.
I have to continue. Oh shit!
Nothing soothes the soul like fresh country air. Still, sometimes I do miss hearing Nick and his objections. Still, I can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium.
My afternoon train's about to begin.
Coming! Well, see you around, Nick. Still gonna be good.
I have to continue with tradition. Because I did this last time we ended the game. You wouldn't know you're not a real nigga like us.
Exactly, you had to be there, my guy.
Oh, of course.
You simply were not there.
He simply just were not. You have to be there.
Motherfucking bustables, nigga.
Oh, is this nigga?
Watch your language.
Oh, Butler. Butler.
Mr.
Hello, little nigga. I bought you your tea. What's going on?
We won't read what that was. What if we had the paper?
That was useful.
That was a setup for the next case that he's a part of.
That's either that or he's fired.
Resignation,
Yeah, that
let's
was
go.
that was actually a pinks in that envelope.
Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be alright. Whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book.
I want to see forward-facing Phoenix.
Book?
Oh yeah, that's right. We never got to see
Oh, no, the picture.
forward-facing Phoenix. I bet you his hair looks trash.
Definitely does.
Look how much bigger she is, bruh.
Well,
Just the
You
size.
don't salute with your. You do not salute with your left hand. Oh my gosh, these.
that's
She's
her,
just a
right?
child.
Oh, you're talking about the kid.
Yep.
Yeah, she needs a spanker. Illegal.
Capcom. Oh my fucking god, bro. Jesus Christ, bro. This nigga is trash.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I hear in my head every time I wake up in the morning. Anyways, thank you for watching Phoenix Wright's Attorney Tryout. We are never playing anything in this series ever again on this channel because fuck that, I hate myself.
And we're all trash together.
I guess that leaves room for my streams.
And I mess everything up, and I'm a bitch, and I should quit YouTube.
I don't know why he's lying to his dear viewers right now, but
Anyways, tune in
Yeah.
next time for when we play Donkey Kong Country 3. And
Yeah.
we
Why'd you gotta
100%
spoil
that
it,
game.
bro?
oh my god, I can't
You
wait.
spoiled it,
Oh my
bro.
god, I'm
I
gonna
mean-
definitely
Spoiled
be
it.
there.
I mean, if whatever, I don't care.
I mean, you can cut that out of
Anyways.
the video if it's a spoiler.
Next co-op will be out, I don't know, a week from when it's posted, so not for a while for us. But I was kidding earlier, because after Donkey Kong Country 3 is ending, we might be diving into the second game in this series.
And we're gonna get more game overs and more L's, I guess.
Wow.
On Dondas, we're gonna do that Metal Slug co-op one.
I'm gonna stream me playing Danganronpa.
Dinging up.
Oh, that's where I come in, guys.
I thought you said you hate anime.
That's oh, never mind.
Goodbye.
I'll play
Damn.
something else.